But just like Israel had to resist the other nations, we got to resist our flesh.
That's right. Right.
We got to put it to death. You remember I told you a story where Moses said, I need some men, I need some elders to go kill some folk because of their sin. In the word of God, he said, I need you. I ain't going to call no soldiers to kill it. I need you to kill your flesh.
That's right.
That thing that you try to compromise with. That thing you try to hold on to and make excuses for. That behavior that you try to justify in the Word of God. That thing that goes against the core values of God, where you ain't forgiving somebody, where you ain't loving somebody. I don't care who the somebody is. I don't care what the somebody done. Sometimes we haven't made it to the place that God promised us because we're not allowing the core value to come through. We're not pliable enough. We're not flexible enough to allow the Holy Spirit to cause us to love a person that we don't want to love. And then we question God on, why ain't I made it to point B? You ain't made it to point B because you don't know me. Yes, I do. I know you, God. No, you don't. If you don't love him, you don't know me. That's what the scripture said. And I ain't talking about no half-mass love. Aretha almost had. I ain't talking about no half. I ain't talking about no half love. I'm talking about love.
Not like.
Put it aside. Put your flesh aside.
That's right.
Yeah. Come on.
You can't love. I ain't love. I can halfway shake your hand. I can halfway hug you.
See?
God said, you don't know me. Yeah, I got a gift in you, but it ain't coming out, and I ain't putting you where I want you to be until you know me.
That's right. Amen.
Huh?
That's what it is.
Yeah. We don't get to do it our way.
No.
So we can be mad if we want to. God he don't get moved by us being mad.
That's right.
He don't do it. He act just like, he act like a father ought to act. A real father just stand there you looking like you crazy. You know? A real father said, I'm going to give you something to be mad about. Since you mad, I'm going to give you something to be mad about. That's what a real daddy will do. A real daddy that loves you give you something to be mad about.
That's right.
You walking around stomping your feet and pouting and carrying on like you got something. Yeah, well, let me give you something to be mad about.
I got you.
Where my belt at?
I got you.
Yeah. You know, who was I don't know. Was I talking to? I don't know who I was talking to yesterday. But I said this. I said, as long as I'm daddy and still breathing and on the face of the earth, my kids will never get so old that I can't smack them in the mouth. We was talking about that, wasn't it? I am still daddy. I'm still older than you.
Right. No matter what.
I don't care. Go ahead and go off if you want to and see, won't you get one of these?
Come on.
Mama too. That's right.
Huh? I learned that from my grandmother. My mother was 45 years old and let one of them words slip out of her mouth in front of her mother. And me and my sister was on the floor dying. And the next thing we know, my grandmother turned around and said, pow!
Wow.
My grandmother said, you never get so old that you can use that kind of language in front of me. Taught me a lesson right away. When I'm around grandmommy and mommy, keep it right.
Yeah. Right.
Don't act silly.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Yes.
We don't never get so spiritually mature that God won't smack us.
No, that's right.
If he loves us, he gonna smack us. If you ain't being smacked by God, you might want to talk to him.
Come on.
You might want to say, am I truly your son? Because you ain't got me. And I know I should have been gotten by now.
By now.
So, it is up to us to put to death. And some people don't like this list. I know some people have tried to massage this list and tried to do all kind of stuff with it, but sexual immorality is sexual immorality. I don't know no other way it reads. I can't put no spin on it. I can't put no sugar on it. I can't do nothing. Impurity is impurity. Lust is lust. Evil desires is evil desire. I just don't know what else to do with it. It is what it is. I don't get to somehow say that God loved me in such a way that I get to do some things you don't get to do. No, none of us get to do it. Let me just finish this thing off to see what he says. Okay, so when we're back in Deuteronomy, God said, if you read the whole thing, you see God's wrath and curse hit Israel if they did what he broke the covenant that they were making with him, that oath that they was making with him. And so here, God says in verse 16, he says, because of these. And when he says because of these, let's go back to verse 5. He's talking about those things in verse 5. The wrath of God is coming. He ain't changed.
Right.
He ain't changed. I know some folks say the church is evolving, but God is not evolving. God is God. Huh? He's the beginning and the end. He ain't got to evolve.
Right. Right.
You know, what he said stands true right now. It's still true for them. It stands true for us. That word didn't evolve. Sexual immorality did not evolve. Look at it in the Old Testament. It has the same meaning in the Old Testament as it has in the New. It ain't evolved. Then he says this. Just like Israel, when they was over in Egypt, you hear that word? Used to, past tense, huh? That's who you used to be? Okay. You used to walk in these things, or in this way, in the life you once lived. You used to have that life. Huh? You used to have. Y'all catch that? Huh? Yeah, you used to have that life. And if that life tried to rise up again, just like when the devil tried to rise up, what are we supposed to do? Huh? Now, he didn't say kill the devil, did he? He said keep him under your feet, right? But check this out. He said when your flesh rise up, he didn't say put him under your feet, he said kill him. He didn't say compromise. He didn't say take him to counseling.
Right. Right.
Don't come to the pastor trying to get no counseling over sexual immorality.
Right.
Because pastor's going to say, kill it. That's all the counseling I got. Kill it.
On the spot.
Unforgiveness, kill it. Can't love, kill it. There's no compromise in here. Well, Paul says the way we kill it is through the Spirit. I got to allow the Spirit to operate through me to kill the flesh. Else we will experience the wrath of God. Huh? The song says, good Father. That's who he is.
That's who he is.
That means he'll tanny your hiding. That means he'll smack you in the mouth. That means, some parents grab you by your hair even. You got it. My mama wouldn't have been able to do that right now. But if you got enough, grab you by your hair. Huh? I think I heard Deke say he got hit across the head with a broomstick. Was it you? Was it you that said a parent hit you across the head with a broomstick?
Probably worse.
I was just thinking he had some of the same experiences I had. Because I got beat down with a broomstick. Taking what the world has and trying to do it their way will poison you and your family. Poison you and your family. God said, let me make room for your gift. Huh? And I didn't even get to the part where self-examination comes into play. Psalms 139, David says, examine my heart, O Lord. Somebody give me Psalms 139. It's worth the reading.